Welcome back to the National Stadium as we prepare for our final game for today. It's Bailey Blasters coming up against Clove Challengers. And these two teams playing for the fifth position. And certainly, Denroy Belief Blasters would be a bit disappointed.
Yeah, definitely will be disappointed. They actually played well, but have not closed in many games that they thought they could have won. But they're here playing for the fifth place, and nevertheless, they should try to finish off the tournament very strongly.
Yeah, they would want to really finish off on a good note. This is a team that had real opportunities to win games, just was not able to pull it off. So both teams ended up on 7 points and they're playing for the fifth position. Clove Challengers won the toss and elected to field. Bailey Blasters would really want to get off to a real good start. Devon Smith again, he's opening the batting.
Yeah, with Shakim Edwards.
And they had it in Shakim Edwards, who have shown that he can clear the boundary rather easily.
Yeah.
As we are about to start this final game for today. Just coming off another really exciting semi-final game.
Yeah, very exciting finish there by the Pacers there to claiming victory.
So the finals have been decided. Pacers versus Warriors. First delivery, and Smith is hitting the down to long off, just out of the reach of the fielder, moving to his right there. That's Edwards, and the batsman pick up 2 runs.
Yeah, 2 runs for Smith. Good attempt there by Darren Ned up long off. He was in the air a little bit, missed time there by Smith. Just get a little bit away from the field and dive in there. Just get a little fingertips towards it. And 2 runs for Stephen Smith.
Noel to Smith again. He's hitting down to that mid-off fielder. Timing, better timing in this shot. We travel really quickly to Ned, who is at mid-off. Jaron Noel, right arm over the wicket, ball to Smith. Smith playing this one down to long on and going to amble a single as the fielder come off the boundary. So he moves to 3. And Shakim Edwards, they certainly would probably want to try to win this game very big. Just finishing a winning note. So Noel to Smith. This one, Edwards is hitting straight and drop one bounce and goes down to the boundary for 4.
Yeah, very good shot there by Edwards. Actually, the full delivery and just swing to the line and swing straight over the ball ahead for 4 runs.
Yeah, the benefit of playing straight, and he looked so much in control as he played straight and hit it over the ball ahead, down to the boundary. So he's off the mark with 4, 7 without loss. Noel once more to Edwards. It's short. Edwards back and hit this one, but straight to the backward point fielder. Again, there's no chance of a run.
Yeah, a very good shot there by Edwards versus finding the fielder. But we into the final ball of the first over.
Noel once again to Edwards. He's driving again firmly down to mid-off. Darren Ned fields, and that complete the first over, 7 without loss.
Yeah, so far we have seen some very good shots there by both batsmen, Smith and Edwards in the first over, but they just find the fielders. If they just actually use the wrist a little bit more and find the gap, we've actually seen a very huge over there. But nevertheless, after the first over, Billy's Blasters 7 without loss.
Yeah, they really want to press on to finish the tournament on a winning note. Should be playing under less pressure, playing for the 5th position. As the left-handed Devon Smith, what seemed to be maybe a middle and leg stump guard, as he prepared to face Dino George. He's going to come over the wicket. It's 7 without loss. Billy Blasters, who lost the toss, so sent in the bat. As George on his way to Devon Smith, over the wicket ball to Smith again. Just push it in front of him and ambles a single. Again, not much aggression there. He just came back and pushed it in front of him.
Yeah, it was good bowling there, and it was respected by Devon Smith, and just placed the soft hands in front of him and actually got a single, comfortable single there.
So the attacking Edwards comes into strike. He's on 4. As the cover fielder comes into the circle. Melvin Gordon as George is up to the wicket to bowl to Edwards. A short delivery, and Keane looking to pull it somewhere over mid wicket. That's the difference. You look at a delivery like that, and Alec Atenas would have been quickly into position to play that over mid wicket. But Edwards standing in his position and trying to pull from outside the off stump. As George once again to bowl to Edwards. Keane is looking to swing, really. His body is really away from the ball.
Yeah, I think actually I just need to get closer to the ball and try to hit it, but it's away from the ball and just actually missed there. Another shot of a length delivery by Dina George.
Yeah, no movement by the batsman. As he swung at this delivery, made no contact. As George once again to bowl to Edwards, and for this delivery, full to the bat, he bowled him right up, and Edwards hitting across this one. Good delivery, and it really crashed into the stumps. Bailey Blasters losing.
Yeah,
Bailey's Blaster losing the first wicket there, 8 for 1.
yeah, it was very good delivery there. Just slow Yorker there by Dina George, and batsman get into the shot a little bit early, and he castled onto the stump, and hence the reason that he was bowled.
Yeah, good delivery that seemed to dip in, but
Yeah.
again, Edwards was playing across him, across the line. As we look at the replay there, right up to him, almost a full toss.
Yeah, I think he was deceived by the dip in the ball there, and we have Dennis Smith coming in for the fall of the first wicket.
So 8 for 1 as Dennis Smith joins Devon Smith. Billy Blasters 8 for 1.
Not the start they were looking for. Not the start, just going at 4.8 runs per over so far. Actually, it's the early days into the innings. Just 1.4 overs being completed.
Yeah, you want to make sure, you want to really try to avoid losing wickets in the power plays. And we are only into the second over, lost the first wicket. And the right-handed Dennis Smith going to face Dina George. There's third man right back, cover point, cover on the mid-off as he comes to Smith, who's driving through the covers, and this going to go down to the boundary for 4. Again, pitched up, and he really picked the gap, even though the timing, he didn't seem to time it as he liked it, but he picked the gap, and it went down to extra cover boundary, and Noel long off really had no chance. A good positive shot by Smith. It's 12 for 1. Georgia just over pitching. And Devon Smith, who is a good driver, just pick the gap and place it to that extra cover region for 4. So Smith,
He's off the mark. He's off the mark with a very good cover shot.
Dennis Smith rather, played a good shot. Now George goes around the wicket to Dennis Smith, who just looked to play this on the onside as Gordon comes in. Let's see, yeah, coming off the pad, leg by, and that completes the first over bowled by Dina George, going for 5 runs, and after 2 overs, 13 for 1.
Yeah, 13 for 1 after 2 overs there. We see 2 very good overs there by both bowlers, both opening bowlers in Noel and George. And Billy's Blasters 13 for 1. They would It's only game 2 overs, 6.5 runs per over. But I think we would like to see a very good innings there to end the tournament by Devon Smith or Dennis Smith.
Yeah, definitely we'd want to see, one of these players going on, and obviously to make the game as competitive as possible. Um, though we view that 90 would have been, a pretty easy score.
Yeah.
It really turned out to be pretty challenging. So Smith is going to face Noel in the second over, and he's looking to drive outside the off stump, made no contact. Again, just coming in and pushing that ball pretty wide off the off stump. We have seen the off spinners really using that method consistently. As Noel comes around the wicket again and gives some air. This one is hit down to long on for 4. Really convincing shot by Dennis Smith. Was a full toss, and he picked it up and cleared that area very easily. And the mid-on fielder just had to run back to collect the ball. What a good positive shot by Smith.
Yeah, a very good shot there. Put ball in there, full toss, and actually all he had to do get bat and ball, and did get bat and ball, and went to the boundary for 4 runs.
So it's 17 for 1. We're already into the third over. I see Cliff on mark at mid-off. As Gerard Noel to the right hand, Dennis Smith, who's again looking to swing a ball that really was not short enough, but he get a single as the ball went out on the onside. But looking for the sweep or paddle or pull shot. So score goes to 18. Smith on 9, Devon Smith on 4 comes in to strike. As we mark going a short fine leg, and we see Imran Joseph mid wicket, and Journal comes back over the wicket to bowl to Smith. This is short. He's looking to cut outside the off stump, made no contact. Yes, one of his favorite shot, the cut shot.
Yeah.
Just missing that short delivery. For this delivery, Smith is again looking to drive, comes off the inside edge and just goes out on the onside, and Mark coming into field. Again, not getting hold of that delivery. Noel in his second over. He's gone for 13. And goes around the wicket to the right-handed Dennis Smith. Just 3 players on the leg side. Short fine leg, mid-wicket, and long on. So really a pack offside field as he's on his way to bowl to Dennis Smith, who's in the air. This goes high up in the air, and Dana George comes in. That short fine leg takes the catch, and Dennis Smith goes. Again, another big wicket there as Gerard Noel continued to also pick up wickets, picking up his first wicket.
Yeah, he was nowhere to play the shot. He was looking for the slog sweep over the vacant leg side, and actually mistimed it and went straight in the air. And a comfortable catch by Dina George in short third man.
Yeah, with 3 players on the leg side, he went across and was looking to make use of a vacant leg side field, and he didn't get hold of it. Ball gave him quite a bit of air, and he looking to hit it square, and it went up in the air, and a simple catch to George. So 19 for 2 really is not the start that Billy Blasters really would have wanted.
Yeah, very, very, very slow start in the first 3 overs. 18 deliveries, 19 runs, 2 wickets, and 2 very important wickets there of Dennis Smith and Shaquem Edwards. But we still have the right-handed Devon Smith, and comes to join him is the very powerful and hard-hitting and attacking batsman in Gillian Olive.
Yeah, Olive. Just taking his guard, he's going to receive from Dana George's second over. George also pick up 1 wicket in his first over, 1 for 5. As he's this time he's going to bowl around the wicket to the right-handed Olive. As he's up to the wicket, bowl to Olive. Okay, Olive looking to swing, and this one seemed to come off the shoulder or maybe the top of the bat. You Just wait and see the umpire no signal. It's a leg by.
Yeah.
Seemed to come off the shoulder. Went down to a fine third man.
It wasn't a fast delivery there. It was just a slow delivery, just about 70 miles per hour there, and hit him on his shoulder, and just leave it for Todman for single.
Left-handed Smith comes in to strike. As he prepares to face. George goes over the wicket to Smith, and this is hit down to a long leg, and again not getting hold of it. Is Smith there? He pick up a single. A shortish delivery again. A lack of pace there, as he looked to pull it down to backward square. Went slowly down to that area, and the long leg fielder coming across. So one more to Smith.
Yeah, we have seen it coming to the end of the previous innings that and the start of this innings that the batsman has struggled to hit the ball. I'm wondering the pitch playing a little bit slower now, or actually it's creeping a little bit more.
Well, I think the bowlers just seem to be using a lot more variation. Yeah,
Oh,
George has been really taking a lot of pace off. Even this was a short delivery, and you could see that pace have been taken off there. And Olive looking to pull again. That probably would have taken him somewhere on the body.
yeah,
Oh, it's good, sensible bowling by Dana George.
yeah. He actually into a good spell, you know.
Really
He
good
needs to
spell.
finish strongly in the final 3 overs, 3 balls.
And it is so necessary that you use variation in this format of cricket, as George. Again, this one that seemed to gone through him and almost hit the stump there as he came forward. Again, slow delivery, and really Olive just having difficulty negotiating George. But we saw the last 2 overs, and Atenes really went after Pascal and Reddit.
Yeah,
But what's notable, there didn't seem to be any form of variation, a slower delivery as such. They were running and tried to bowl fast. And maybe that is something that really should have been thinking of. As George comes in bowl to Olive. Olive hit this one square. Good stop by the fielder at point there. Just hitting on leg. That's a good stop. And the batsman can get no run. The score remain on 21 for 2.
and we into the final delivery of the power play.
Yeah, have been another slow period. That's George. Comes left-handed, come around the wicket and bowl to Olive. Olive is driving down to mid-off, so, straight to mid-off. You're going to get a single, ball traveling really quickly. And the fielder stopping it, that's Noel. So the end of his spell, 2 overs, and 1 for 7. After 4 overs, is 22 for 2.
Yeah, 22 for 2 is very, very slow going there. Very, very much slow going there. Calling, one might see. After 4 overs, 22, only 22 for 2. Something I think Believe Blasters are actually would definitely need Devon Smith to step up. He's actually going under 100 at the strike rate. And so do Children Olive. Five balls, 1 run. Smith, 7 balls, 6 runs. Both need to actually step up the tempo and start accelerating.
Well, it often happens when a team is in a position to win, especially in a tournament, and you want to get into maybe a semi-final or so, and you would have lost due to your own fault. Just
Yeah.
have an effect on the team, and that is the next game. They probably might even play worse than they would have played before. Well, Olive, this one is clip and goes right through the hand of Dina George there, as Joseph bowled his first delivery. Shortage ball which was clipped by Olive and went through the hands of Dina George and went down to the boundary for 4.
Yeah, it was a short delivery, and I actually Olive in the Calypso ties pulled his ball and passed through Dina George at short third man for 4 runs. It was hit
But I
very
think
well.
he was trying to get down, and there was no need for him to get down.
Yeah.
I really should have stood up and really take this cat just above the waist. But just seemed as though he was going down.
Yeah, and the ball was hit extremely hard there by Judge and Olive.
So it's 26 for 2. As Imran Joseph from the southern end up to the ball to Olive. Again, Olive trying to play the same shot. It goes down to George, and who came in, and the batsman complete a single. Probably seemed to come off the glove.
Yeah, seems to just have come off the gloves onto the body and just get the single there.
27 for 2. The left-handed Smith comes in to strike. Bailey Blasters were sent into bat. And we are in the 5th over. Joseph. As George comes right back on the third man boundary. Joseph to Smith. And Smith is hitting high in the air. Now the long off is going to settle under this one and drops a rather simple catch. Again, we see a simple catch being dropped. Then why certainly it's a sitter.
Yeah, the sitter there. Poor judging there by Darren Ned on the long of Bungary. It was a miscued shot by Devon Smith and actually waited onto it and we actually just tip off his hands.
And Ned is probably one of the better fielders on the team Clove Challengers.
Yeah.
Really he had all the time in the world. And that ball just went in and out. Another bad miss.
Yeah. I must say he must have disappointed with the drop catch because he actually said the standard high and but again another chance go begging in the tournament.
28 for 2. We have seen some important misses, critical misses. As Joseph comes in, ball to Olive. Again, Olive sit and went through. Well, Dana George went through his hand for another 4.
Yeah, I think it was hit very hard. It was short delivery again. My goodness gracious, it was short delivery by Joseph and Dina George to bust through his hand again and went to the boundary for 4.
Yeah, so yet another catch being dropped. We have seen the third catch in this over.
Being dropped. The bowler must have been disappointed. 4 deliveries and to the 4-3 deliveries, 3 balls have been dropped.
32 for 2. Well, the simplest of all had to be the one with Darren Ned.
Yeah.
Really a sitter. Let's go 32 for 2. Ned now has been brought up to mid-on for Olive. And Joseph, the unlucky Joseph, comes into bowl to Olive. And this one goes over the keeper head for 4. Again, short delivery, looking to pull. Comes off the bat and high over the keeper head. And yet another 4.
Yeah, yet another short delivery being bowled by Imran Joseph. So far, you have bowled 3 short deliveries and all of them went to the boundary.
Yeah, must be a bit disappointing. See the catches drop. The backward square is going back, and Joseph again pulling the cover fielder into the circle. So there's cover, there's backward point, there's third man on the boundary. Now the long leg goes right back on the boundary. Let's see what happens now. Joseph comes up to bowl to Olive again. Olive looking to swing, really in no position. And that went through to the keeper. So at the end of eventful 5th over, Billy Blasters there, 36 for 2. And really has been a really interesting over.
Yeah, very interesting over there. We thought 3 catches being dropped there of the bowling of Aaron Joseph, but nevertheless it's a 14-run over, and that is the kind of overs I think the Believe Blasters would want at least 3 to 4 over that 14 runs over and up to a competitive score at the end of the 10 overs.
Yeah, Smith will really want to take advantage, being dropped in that over, and he's on 7. Have been very slow going from 8 deliveries. And Olive 14 from 10 deliveries, 3 fours. So the left hand Devon Smith.
He would face to Jimmy Buddy, and Jimmy Buddy have actually played 11 matches so far and actually picked up 2 wickets so far in the tournament.
Body is going to go over the wicket to bowl to the left-handed Smith, wide outside the off stump, wide called by the umpire. You could just see him falling away there. The hands just going away from the head area. So certainly he would not have the control.
No.
As he's once again over the ball to Smith, and Smith is hitting the one true square leg, and is going to go very close to the boundary. The fielder is offside, and they just beat him into the boundary for 4. Against Smith looking to hit probably I think a bit straighter mid wicket, get it to backward square, and it went down to the boundary for 4.
Yeah, he came in for the thick outside half of the bat and actually traveled fast to the square leg boundary for 4 runs.
So 41, Smith goes to 11. Hit his first boundary. As he prepares to face Buddy up to the good ball to Smith. Again, Smith looking to hit his square. Again, down to backward point. There's no feeler on the boundary in that area. And this ball seemingly staying down a bit. He made no contact. It's 41 for 2. We are in over number 6.
Yeah, so far so good. Good bowling there by Jimmy Buddy.
Buddy once again to bowl to Smith. Again, a good delivery as he came in and just had to push it on the onside and pick up an easy single. Darren Ned in that backward square area coming in quickly. Surely will be disappointed with the job catch. So the right-handed Olive comes into strike. Olive is on 14, and he has so far faced 10 deliveries. And he's going to face Jimmy Buddy. Up to the board to Olive. Olive hitting high in there. Where does this go? Down to, backward point. Who had to run back, and that chop just in front of him. So Olive looking to hit over mid-off. Again, ball peeling off the edge. So you pick up to 1 more to Olive, moves to 15. Smith comes into strike. Forsyth moving across to backward point position. As Buddy into bowl to Smith. Just right up and driven down to long off, and Imran Joseph on the boundary comes in. Again, the batsman there just ambling a single. So good over by Buddy, his first over, just with 1 delivery to go. It's 44 for 2. Forsyth once again move backward point as this one is hit again. Forsyth diving there, just couldn't get a hand to it. Third man fielder coming around to his right, so another single as Buddy completes his first over. And Bailey Blasters, they are 45 for 2 after 6 overs, and we will have to do quite a lot if they're going to get up to a score that would challenge Clove challengers.
Yeah, definitely. So I think after 4 overs, after 6 overs are 45 for 2, we still have 4 overs to go. They would need to accelerate from here. 4 overs and get something competitive. Anyway, in the 3 figures, anyway, over 100, we'd rather be competitive. But going at a very slow rate at 7.5 runs per over, I say welcome to the commentary booth, 7-1.
45 for 2, Bailey Blasters. Challengers could feel at least very pleased with their work so far. Devon Smith is not having an aggressive innings. It's 13, but I think you'd want to remain there, while Jalen Olive is 16. Olive 16 of 12. Here is Mark, moves in to bowl to Olive. Olive is hitting that straight down to the back over the bowler's head, and that's gone for 6. Got on the writ, and the fielder long on didn't have a chance at all. It was well hit, pitched up, and he just came forward and lifted it straight as ever. And that's the perfect spot to hit it when it's straight like that, when it's pitched up like that. And the distance is shorter, so to speak, and it takes less effort. 51 for 2. Here is a delivery that he's looking to hit this time, maybe through extra cover. Doesn't make contact. That's Olive. Keeper standing up behind the stumps. Picks up, collects rather. So West Indies didn't get up to the 100 mark. Ali de Bellat.
Well, might be thinking of playing 10-10 cricket.
Here he is once more in, bowls outside the off stump and looking to cut that one. Olive doesn't make contact, and the keeper didn't do the best job behind the stumps either. And not that there was any harm done really to the total, which remains on 52.
But you would be very questionable about winning the toss and batting in St. Lucia.
Yes, bouncy pitch. Ball does come on to the bat rather quickly, as here he is again in and bowls, and Olive is bowled. Oh, the off stump has been rocked back quite spectacularly too, and well, he goes for 22. Bowled there by Mark, spectacularly bowled too, and the celebration goes up. Blasters, they've lost another wicket. 52 for 3 as Olive goes, bowled by Clifford Mark for 22, and well, I'm sure that that's a wicket that could have been ill afforded.
Well, he has got himself in position just outside the off stump to cart him away, and the ball was on the stump, so he was playing a sort of cross, batted short, and missed and was bowled.
So bowled 52 for 3 as Olive goes for 22, and it brings Josh Noel into strike. Devon Smith leans on his bat from the non-striker's end, looks on rather pensively. I don't think he could be very happy with his team's performance. So he's 13 of 12. But he's experienced enough to know that he has to take the lead from here.
He'd have to play an inning as sort of Athens. He'd have to really go at it.
Mark in, bowls to Noel. Noel hits that down to the long on area. That's gone over the boundary line for 6. Pitched up, and he's a big, strong man. He's got massive shoulders, and he went under it and hit it very clean. It's nice to see many of these players hitting the ball straight down the ground rather than putting a lot of bottom hand into it. And it went over the long on area. Not catchable at all. 6 runs to Josh Noel off his first ball that he's faced is 58 for 3. Here once more is Mark, moves in with his second delivery to bowl to Noel. Noel hits that down to the deep extra cover area. That's 4 more. Well, he didn't look to go as airborne as he did the previous delivery, but he just muscled it through the offside, and it went very quickly airborne for maybe about maybe about 70 yards, and then touched down and just skidded its way over the boundary line. He's quickly gone to 10 of 2, 62 for 3.
Well, Mark is looking for pace. I think he's that genuine pace bowler. He probably need to bring the ball up quite a bit, and he's been bowling short. And
Mark again is in now and bowls to Noel. Noel is getting one down the leg side. Wide confirmed there by the umpire as the keeper just going around very quickly. Bishop and collecting down the leg side. He really did a good job there just going around. He's a tall keeper. Generally, keepers are not very, very tall. Here he is once more. Moving in is Mark to bowl to Noel. Noel is hitting that over the middle, deep backward square. That's 6 runs. That was a bad delivery. It was short. No, he doesn't have a whole great deal of pace. 6 number 370, just hit there by Josh Noel. Got inside the line and lifted it nice and handsomely over the deep mid-wicket area. He's gone very quickly now to 16. That's gone. That's very quick scoring. He's just come in and faced how many deliveries? 4, I think. 3 deliveries, and he's pummeled them down across the boundary line. He's moved very quickly to 16. Is 69 for 3. 7 overs gone.
The delivery before the last, I thought he would have figured that he had missed out because it was a similar delivery, short and going down the leg side, and the bowler probably needs to get himself together in terms of where he's going to bowl because he's not that quick, but he seems to be trying to bounce and pulling a number of short deliveries which the batsmen are taking advantage of.
Yes, 7 overs gone. They need another 3 overs maybe to get up to the 100 mark. The run rate now 9.86. I think Josh Noel just turned the tide around a little bit. It's going to be Devon Smith's turn. He is 13 of 12, so that's rather slow. Here is Buddy, moves in now to bowl to Smith. Smith is driving well, down to the wideish long off position. They're going to come back for the second. They've got to hurry. The return comes to the keeper's end. They get there, and 2 more runs to Devon Smith. Did have to stride home, really, had to push himself to get to the batting end. And the keeper, Teddy Bishop, got a strong return, but from the fielder there, that's Imran Joseph. They get 2 here. Buddy is in. Balls to Devon Smith, who pulls down to the deep mid-wicket area. They've gone for 1. Won't come back for the second. The return is on the ram to the bowler's end. Devon Smith moves by 1. He's gone to 16 now. The total has gone to 72 for 3. Brings the enterprising, aggressive Josh Noel, who is 16, into strike. There is a third man right back on the boundary, backward point, sweeper right back on the boundary too, extra cover inside the circle, long off, long on, deep mid-wicket, right back. There's a square leg, and the fine leg is inside the circle. He's in now, Buddy and balls, and he lives that one. That's going a long way. That's gone for 6. That's a wonderful shot there by Noel. 4 runs, did it? No, it went for 6. Did it go over? Let's look at it. See where it dropped. And it went. Did it go inside?
It dropped
4 runs.
just in front.
Just inside. Good. Well, 4 runs. He would have loved to have a 6, but 2 runs less. But he misses his mark. Will go all the way back. Well, I think Josh Noel is playing the innings of his life. He's 20.
Well, it's surely one of his better innings in terms of the boundaries.
Yeah, but he's hit 5 boundaries so far. Here he's moving in once more. He's there, Buddy and balls, and there's a big swish. There's an appeal for caught behind, gone. On the edge, I think it was. He was looking to cross bat that one, maybe down to long on, took the on the edge, and the keeper in Bishop took it as cool as a cucumber, rather nonchalantly. And so Noel goes for a quick fire 20, and Bayleaf Blasters, they've lost another wicket. They're now 76 for 4.
He has been batting well in terms of hitting the boundaries, and he decided to charge the bowler on this occasion, probably got himself too close to the ball, and he was beaten, took a thin edge, and a good catch from the keeper.
Craig Williams going out there to bat. On his way out, Imran Joseph may have said something kind, I would think, to him. I don't think he'll say anything unkind. You think, Ali? No.
No, they generally a good bunch of guys. All the teams are very friendly with each other.
Yes, they've played with and against one another quite a bit over the years, so none of them are really foreigners to each other. Good and nice to see, even if they're playing at opposite end, that there is great fraternity. So it's going to be Buddy once more. Moving in, he's been successful, picked up a prize wicket, because quite frankly he was really moving along Noel. He is going to bowl to Craig Williams, Rasta hair like style. He taps away at the crease, and here he is now, Buddy, to bowl to Williams. Williams is pushing that up on the offside. That goes to a very quick single. They've got to hurry. The return goes to the non-strikers, and they will come back for the second one too. Nobody was backing up there. The bowler running on his follow through, so they get 2. It would have been a close one there for Williams. Looked for a moment as though he had given up.
Yeah, and probably he misjudged the singer, because the bowler himself fielded the ball and he wasn't that far, but he was a little off balance in his throw and missed the stumps.
Buddy again is in once more to bowl to Williams, who to this delivery is looking to cut. Doesn't make contact. And the ball going over the flashing blade. The over comes to an end. Yes, that's the end of the over. 8 overs gone. 78 for 4. 78 for 4. The run rate has gone now to 9.8, 9.75. Again, they'll be looking for that little magic total of 100.
Yeah, and still a bit surprising that Smith has this which is Devon has faced some 14 deliveries for 16 runs. Uh, I think in this stage of the competition and what we have seen earlier today, 100 is a pass score. You probably need to get over that.
Yes, they're short of that by some. Uh, is that 22?
Two.
22. Thank you, Ali, for your mathematical assistance. 22. I was so poor at maths in school, really poor. I tell you how poor I was at math, Ali. I'm going to give you this lovely story which you'll enjoy quite a lot. I was in Form 4 at the time, and the teacher then was teacher hailing there from Tempe, not far from the ground. And it was end of term exam. I'll give you the story during the course of this. Here is Joseph in bowls, and Smith tucks that down to long on and gets a comfortable single. Got to the exam room, and the papers were put on the desk, and then the math teacher told us it was time for exam, turn your papers up. And I did that, of course, quite an obedient youngster at the time, turned the papers up. And normally with exams, your first one, everybody should be able to do it, and as you go a little lower, it gets a little harder. So, gonna give you the rest of the story. Won't want to miss any deliveries at all. That's Williams facing up now to Joseph. Comes in now on both. Williams plays it up on the offside. They're going for a quick single. He's got to hurry. And if he had hit, did he hit? Yes, he hit. So he's run out. Williams run out. Good feeling there on the ball on his follow through. There he goes. Thought about the singles. Did start and stop. And even if he had gone to immediately, I think he would still be run out. So William goes there, tragically run out for 2, and the Blasters have lost another wicket at 79 for 5.
Well, at this stage of the innings, where the ball was played, you wonder why he didn't want to take the single. And it would have been a pretty easy single, probably, had he gone from the start, because Smith had no problem getting to the other end. But he played, he stopped, he was looking at the ball, and then when he raised his head and see Smith on him, he started to run, and that was too late.
Yeah, so Kieran Charles will go in to join Devon Smith. So just continuing the story, looked at the entire paper, and there was none of the questions that I was able to answer. So I went back to the teacher and told him, sir, there is nothing there that I see that I could do. And he asked me to go back and sit down and try again. Went back and looked at it over. I couldn't answer any of the 20 questions. Went back up, and I'll tell you what he told me. Here's a delivery that Smith tucks down to deep forward square, gets a single. He now goes to 17, is 79 for 5. So he told me to make another effort, and I should write up my name on the paper and submit it in, if at least to show that effort. I did that, and when I got back I can't say my exam result. He gave me 15 marks.
For effort?
For effort. He was such a lovely teacher. Right, so back here is Joseph in now on both the Smiths with his hand in the air. The catch is going to be taken right at square leg. So he was looking to hit that, obviously somewhere down at the deep forward square area, and didn't make the kind of contact that he wanted. The catch has been taken quite easily there, and so Charles has gone cut there at the forward square area. The catch taken by Denroy Charles, so he has gone for 2, and the total now 80 for 5. Bailey Blasters.
Well, at this stage, he really has to go at it. Smith doesn't seem to be in that good form today. He has, in fact, only 18 from 16 deliveries, and even when trying to hit, he's not able to time it properly. So the batters coming will have to try. Just trying to swing it along, didn't succeed, and was out caught.
Yes, so Craig Williams, of course, was run out a little earlier on, and then we've another dismissal. So that's Charles, that's Kieran Charles, caught by Denny Charles, and delivery way down the leg side, wide, signaled by the umpire. You could see him bending his back that one, Joseph.
That was a pretty quick delivery.
Yeah, it was. Put his back into that one, really bent it. 80 for 6. We're in over number 9. Bowl there by Imran Joseph. And he's moving into bowl to Devon Smith, who's not had the best of tournament. He is coming past the umpire now and bowls to Smith. Well, he doesn't bowl, is Joseph. Maybe not very happy with his approach, so he's got to go all the way back.
There were quite a few of these run-ups from the bowlers today and didn't deliver the ball. Not too sure, probably the couple of days cricket have been beginning to tell on them.
So IJ once more comes in now and bowls, and Smith just turns that down to the fine leg area for 4. That was slanting down the leg side, and Smith came inside the line and turned it neatly down to fine leg, and resulted in 4 just to the right of the fine leg fielder. So 4 more to Smith, who's gone to 22. The total has moved on to 85 for 6, but they still can get up to that 100 mark.
Well, they'll need to. That will be an average score.
Yeah, Joseph again now on bowls to Smith, and Smith is lifting that down to the mid-wicket area. They should get 2 here. No, they've settled for 1. So 1 run to Smith. And I think the reason they've taken 1 is simply because it was the penultimate over. This is going to be the final over coming up. So 9 gone. It means that Devon Smith on 23 will be taking strike. And maybe not trying to expose Richard Rogers, to face the last over.
Well, you have to give a performance now as what Atinez did in his last over. You really will have to go at it. Don't think they have based on the way the cricket has gone, you can say is a score that will be easily reached. But at 86 for 6, you're still hoping that you get quite a few more.
Well, he may not be able to get 19, but he can still try his utmost best to see whether he can get 14 to bring them up to that 100 mark. It's something like a psychological boost when you see that you've got 3 figures rather than 2. The last over, final over, will be bowled by Darren Ned. You could never fault him for trying, Darren Ned.
You know, once cricketer got to 99 and they was making a big talk about the 100, and he said, what's the difference? It's only 1 run.
Just 1 run. Well, in terms of stats, trust me. Well, here once more is Ned. He's in and bowls to Smith. Smith is lifting that from outside the off stump. That's going to go down to the deep cover mid-off boundary. They will come back for the second run. And I still thought that they should have gone for that run much faster. Imran Joseph was down there and didn't make the best of it.
Well, I think he thought it was not going to run, and when they saw the throw that he gave, then they turned and tried to get through, and they got through pretty easy.
Interesting that. Turns once more is Ned. Won't be happy about that at all. He would have loved to bowl to Rogers. In now and bowls to Smith. Smith is lifting that inside out. The catch is going to be taken. Oh, but he goes over the boundary line. Ooh, over the boundary line. Now you've I think he was very confident when he took the catch, and he looked as though he was happy about it, and then all of a sudden he realized that he had gone over the boundary. Interesting that. 6 runs.
He went over there so comfortable.
Yes.
I don't think he realized that he had gone over the boundary.
94 for 6.
But he's feeling right on the boundary.
Right on the boundary. Here he is once more. Is Ned in now and balls to Smith. Smith is swishing at that outside the off stump. The ball is signaled wide by the umpire. Devon Smith may have been rather disappointed that he didn't get the bat to that one, but the delivery has to be bowled over because it was just too wide, said the umpire. 95 for 6. This is the final over in this innings. Bailey Blasters seeking to get up to that 100 mark. Devon Smith is 31. Here is Ned now in and bowls to Smith. Smith is lifting that. Oh, no, that's a lovely shot. That was a lovely shot. Didn't lose his shape. It was pitched up, and he knew that he had clobbered it well. Hit it over the straightish extra cover position. And, of course, down there, fielding on the boundary, Imran Joseph Well, he knew he could do nothing more but allow maybe a spectator to send the ball back to him, or maybe one of the players who are out there. So 6 more runs to Devon Smith. He's gone to 36. Here once more is Ned in and bowls to Smith, and Smith is cutting the ball, gets it just down to the extra cover position, just outside the circle, and he's able to get 1. So 2 more deliveries remaining in the over. The 100 has in fact come up. That is going to be a bit of a psychological booster for the Bayleaf Blasters as Richard Rogers now comes in to strike. The square leg fielder will go just behind square in the offside to a backward point. Extra cover right on the circle, but there is the long off and there is a long on. Here is Ned in and bowls. And that's lifted over mid-wicket. Fine shot there by Rogers. That's gone for 6. That was a huge hit. He really clobbered that one well. He hit it with a great deal of disdain and confidence too. So the total has moved now very quickly now to 108 for 6. Fine shot.
Yeah, and that's his first delivery.
Yeah, could he repeat it? Ned in now, bowls to Rogers. Rogers is getting a delivery outside the arm stump that he opens the face of the bat, gets it down to third man. They're coming back for the second run. They've got to hurry. The return comes in, but I think he's a little bit slow in getting there. Richard Rogers, I think he might well be run out. Yes, he is run out. Attempting the second run, but of course they wanted to get just about everything. So Rogers, they run out for 7, and Bailey Blasters 109 for 7, 109 for 7. Devon Smith, who was a little bit cavalier-like coming to the end of his innings, he came out not out on 38. And all in all, Bayleaf Blasters maybe a little bit disappointed. You will describe it in your way as just about a pass score. They would have liked to get a little bit more, but the last 3 or so overs, those were the overs that built up the momentum.
And as we always say, the runs on the board are there, and the side now has to come to pass it. And they have a pretty good bowling side, and the competition has been fairly even. It seems whatever score the batting team make, the other one is still very competitive. Most of the games have been very competitive. There have not been any landslide victory in just probably 2 or 3 of the games. So I still think that it's a low score, but it's a competitive score.
Low score, as Aldebilla was just confirmed, but rather competitive. 109 for 7, 109 for 7. Devon Smith not out 38. Let's go through. As usual, we would do the scorecard. Smith not out 38, 22 balls, 2 6s and 2 4s. Shaquem Edwards wasn't very productive this time, bowled by George for 4. Dennis Smith caught George of the bowling of Noel. He went for 9. John Olive 22, not a quick fire 22, but did hit 3 4s and a 6 in the process. Josh Noel was caught Bishop behind the stumps of the bowling of Buddy. He went for 20, 5 balls for those 20, and they hit 2 4s and 2 6s. It was an enterprising knock and a very valuable knock. I would think it probably will come into play very much when it's their turn to bowl. Craig Williams was run out for 1. Kieran Charles was caught. Darren Charles of the bowling of Imran Joseph without scoring. Richard Rogers run up for 7, but the first delivery got heaved it over the boundary line for 6, and of course Michael Dubisset not out, no score. So the Bayleaf Blasters 109 for 7, 109 for 7, and let's look at bowling lineup, the bowling analysis. Noel 2 overs for 13, picked up 1. Dana George 2 overs for 7, picked up 1. Imran Joseph 1 for 22 of 2. Jamie Buddy 1 for 18 of 2. Clifford Mark 1 for 24 of 1. And Darren Ned, he's the only bowler on the Clove Challengers team that didn't pick up a wicket. 1 over for 23 runs. He was rather expensive. So 109 for 7. It's not a walk in the park, Ali, but it's gettable.
Yeah, you still have to play good cricket to get there. We have seen lower scores than that teams struggle to get. So still an open game.
Still an open game. And when, of course, the Clove Challengers go out there to bat. We'll be here to give you the coverage. Let's wait to see how well they will respond to the Bay Leaf Blasters 109 for 7.
Welcome back to the National Stadium. Dream11 Spice T10 tournament. We are into the final game, the final inning. Bailey Blasters getting 109 for 7 in their 10 overs. Clove Challengers would be looking to get 110 for victory in what is expected to be still a close game.
Yeah, very much so. I think the way they started off to getting 109 for 7 thereabout. I think they will be definitely happy. But nevertheless, Clove Challengers have a small chase, not very much small chase, just a good chase up on the hands. We're going to need it at least 10 runs, a little over 10 runs per over.
Well, we see a small total creating a lot of excitement.
Yeah.
90 scored. That had to be made by Cinnamon Pieces 91, which really proved exciting. Something had to be done extraordinary for Cinnamon Pieces to come through with that victory.
Yeah. So I think we have Denright Charles and Darren Nate opening for the challengers. And we must see that so far Nate have been good through the tournament. Not very consistent, but he have been good.
Yes, have had some good innings opening the batting. But he didn't start opening the batting, but when he began to open the batting, he did have some good innings.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he scored 223 runs in the tournament so far, highs of 51, average of 31.86. So he didn't have a bad outing. Dubiset, first deliveries hit down to mid on, not timing it there, then right Charles. It went bouncing down to mid on, where it's picked up by Olive. One without loss. Darren Ned gonna face Dubiset from that southern end. It's up to the wicket to Bolton Ned. Ned beaten outside the off stump again. Just coming forward, looking to push it on the offside. Ball just seemed to be moving away from the right-handed batsman.
Yeah, this delivery actually moved a little bit away from off the seam and actually beat the outside edge into the keeper's gloves.
The keeper, Dennis Smith, standing up. Short third man in Williams, backward point in Edwards. As Dubiset again, another good delivery, comes off the edge and goes down to the third man boundary for 4. Well, probably in a slip area, and no slip in place, and that went down to the boundary for 4.
Yeah, another good delivery again, getting the outside edge of Darren's net bat, and actually went down to the vacant third man yet again for 4 runs.
Yeah, really, as you see that fielder Williams in short third man, and if he was back, would have been a single. He's 5 without loss. Clove Challengers, as Dubiset is after the wicket ball to Ned. Ned is playing this one beautifully through the covers for 4. Yeah, just tearing it, pick up the gap, and that ball traveled really quickly across the surface as it got over the boundary.
Yeah, it was a very good time shot there by Ned. You hit on the up, but what happened is he actually found the gap between 2 fielders and he went raced to the boundary for 4 runs.
Yeah, what was so evident is that the left foot came across, so he was in good position.
Yeah.
And it really traveled quickly as he picked the gap. So Ned moves to 8, face another delivery. Again, another good one, that slower delivery there. And he was coming forward, took the inside edge, go down to a short fine leg. And pick up another single, Ned. He moves to 9. 10 without loss, we're still in the first over. Williams at that short fine leg, Craig Williams. Deep back to square on the boundary is Hippolyte, mid wicket Smith. Oliver at mid on. to be set in his first over as he's up to the wicket. And this one is hit over long on, down to mid wicket actually, and Hippolyte again. Child not getting hold of that, seemed to be tugging it, and it just dropped one bounce. The fielder Hippolyte coming out from the mid wicket boundary field, and that concludes the first over. Clove Challengers 11 without loss. Net on 9 from 4 deliveries. Denoy Charles on 2 from 2 deliveries.
Yeah, again, very good over there by Dubiset. I think the final ball there actually, Denry Charles actually took it from outside the off stump and bring it to the square leg boundary there. But it dropped short to Duran Hippolyte there. He was moving rather slow. I think he lost it somewhere in the sun. But nevertheless, I think good start there by Clove Challengers.
Yeah, good start by Clove Challengers. And Dubiset have shown that he has the ability to take pace off the delivery. And as you said, this one was a slower delivery. So Craig Williams, who we have seen just from the last game opening the bowling, is going to pick up the attack here from this northern end. So it's his second game he has been
He's still over for the tournament so far. He's still over.
opening the bowling there with Dubiset. Now he's on his way to bowl to Denoy Charles. Charles is hitting that down to mid-off. Olive have some difficulty but stopped it. Again, Denoy Charles just looking for a lot of power and now really not getting into the right position.
Yeah.
So haven't been timing the ball, but just seem to be trying to hit it too hard.
Yeah, trying to hit the ball a little bit too hard. You need to be rather more selective and watchful before you start attacking the bowlers.
So Ned is going to face Williams right over the wicket to Ned. Ned, a good ball leaving Ned there. See, he looked to steer it. He made no contact, but you can see the away movement of that delivery. Williams, Craig Williams, did have a good opening over the previous game.
Yeah.
Previous game against Nutmeg Warriors. Oh, he's a few chips as he's up to the wicket now, both in Ned, and Ned is flashing outside the off stump again. The ball moving further away. No touch. And he's bowling to a short third man. Point. Hippolyte. Thomas in the covers. Smith extra cover. And Oliver at mid-off. Rogers is now being called in from long on and probably will go into the circle. Williams, the mid-wicket boundary. That's Craig Williams. This one is stroke over mid-off, and it's going to go very close. Just 2 bounces, and it goes over the rope for 4. Again, pitched up, and Ned coming forward and lift it safely over mid-off with the fielder just on the edge of the circle, and that ball goes into the boundary for 4.
Yeah, very good shot there by Ned. A full delivery by Craig, swinging away and then meeting in line with the ball and hit over long off for 4 runs.
So Olive just on the circle as Williams is up to the bowl to Ned. A good delivery again. Just seemed to move in our pitch on good length. Ned come down on this one, play to backward point. Darren Ned. And Hippolyte in that backward point area fields. 16 without loss. Craig Williams in his first over. Just a few chips as he begin his run. He's up to the good ball to Ned. Ned is hitting this one high and hard over mid wicket, and that's a huge 6. Really lifted that short ball and hit it. Really dropped on the top of the stand. We have really been seeing some big 6s being hit here at the National Stadium.
Yeah, very good shot there by Darren Ned. It was a short delivery swinging into him, coming to him. I just went on the back foot and dispatched it over square leg for 6 runs.
Yeah, that ball really traveled a long way and went up on the top stand. So good shot by Ned. He moved to 19, 22 without loss at the end of 2 overs. It's the sort of start that Clove challengers would be happy about.
Yeah, definitely. 11 runs of the first 2 overs, giving a total of 22 runs, and still recording 88 runs on 48 deliveries. Definitely, we in for another exciting one,
Yeah, it could
Tony.
be a very exciting finish. We did have some really exciting games today for semi-finals. Warriors get the better of Safan Strikers.
Yeah,
Tremendous batting by Regis
and McDonald.
and McDonald.
Yeah,
They put on 91 in 4 overs. Ready to put Nutmeg Warriors in a good position to get up to 139. Dubiset pick up the attack. And again, Charles is really swinging hard and not getting much into it as it goes down to mid-on. Again, Olive is in the way and they get a single. You can see a lot of muscle being put into the shot, but not going anywhere.
he's trying to hit the ball a little. He needs to time the ball a little bit more and find the gaps, and definitely get the value for his shots.
Darren Ned comes in to strike. Ned, who scored some 223 runs before this game. 51 not all the highest. He had 250s in the tournament. Strike rate of 178. He faces Dubiset again. Covers up a good ball again by Dubiset. That ball is leaving the right hander. Ned coming forward and play to cover. Thomas.
Yeah, so I think a good ball there by Dubiset, and actually he was placed well by Darren Ned and got a comfortable single in
Yeah,
the end.
that's Josh Noel in the cover that comes in to feel that ball. It's 24. But good bowling by Dubiset. Really nice away movement. Now he's going to bowl to Charles. Again, and Charles is hitting this one. This one goes over mid wicket, and again, um, not getting hold of the delivery. Able to pick up 2 runs. Because he not getting the power. Again, trying to pull from way outside the off stump. But again, a slower delivery by Dubiset, not coming on.
Yeah, I got a mistimed shot by Denner Charles yet again. It was a short delivery trying to pull for 6 runs, and he fall within in no man's land and actually came back for the second run.
Yeah, looking to pull hard. Just need to probably focus a little bit more on time in the ball and not power. He's 6. Face 5 deliveries so far. Now we're going to face Dubiset once again to Charles. Gives a shot and hit straight to cover. Again, no chance of a run. That's Olive in the covers.
Yeah,
26 without loss. A short third man, a point. Cover, extra cover is Olive. Mid off. In Hippolyte as Dubiset. Keen, big swing there by Charles. No ball signal.
wide. It was a wide ball actually.
White ball signal.
Yeah, with the wide delivery there by Dubiset. Actually, if you look at Denner Charles there trying to hit the ball, his feet was actually pointing towards the leg side. I want to hit the ball on the extra and the offside. So it's a difficult shot to be played.
Yeah, really looking for power. Really
Yeah.
looking for power. Dubiset and Smith. Dennis Smith standing right up. As Dubiset turns and comes into bowl to Charles. Good length, slower delivery. Please on the offside, and the batsman come through for a quick single. Good running, good backing up by Ned. As it went slowly down to backward point.
Yeah, as you can see, it was a good shot, a good running there by Ned. Actually, he backed up very well and made it easily for a comfortable single at the end.
Yeah, Edwards coming in really quickly from the backward point area and actually hitting the stump. So Darren Ned comes into strike. He's on 20 as he faces Dubisset. He's up to Ned. Again, Ned coming forward and straight down to that third man area. And again, they're going to go down to the boundary for 4. Again, good sensibly batting by Ned as he came forward and the ball left him. He just angled the bat and it went down to the third man area. And he's across the boundary for 4.
Yeah, yet again, how many runs so far in the tournament have gone down to third man for 4 runs? But nevertheless, it was a good batting there by Ned. He actually was a nice delivery swinging away from him and get onto it and guide it down to third man for 4 runs.
Yeah, we have spoken about that very consistently throughout this tournament. The amount of runs that are scored in that third man area and that long leg area.
Yeah, so now we have Craig Williams continuing for his second over, and he's bowling to Denry Charles.
So 78 required, 42 deliveries. As we know into the fourth over.
Yeah.
And Craig Williams continue over the wicket to bowl to Denroy Charles. And here he's up to the wicket to bowl to Denroy Charles. And Charles again, big swing, he really looking for a big swing there. Again, not getting hold of that delivery. This goes to backward square leg. Shakim Edwards in that position. 32 without loss. Over number 4. Craig Williams in the second over so far. Gone for 11. He's up to Charles, and Charles is again swinging a loud appeal there. He's out, caught at the wicket. Decision comes sort of belatedly, but Dennis Smith really threw the ball in the air. And I guess the umpire was probably just waiting for him to maybe look at him. His head down, and now. So that's the end of Denroy Charles, but certainly the way he batted, one felt at any time, he could have get an edge.
Yeah,
and he did.
Yeah, he was just swinging at the ball loosely there, and this one was pitch outside off, so just swinging away from the bat, and he got a teenage onto the keeper then, who take a comfortable catch there, and then Dennis Smith.
So 32 for 1, Williams picking up the first wicket, and he has bowled well so far. Again, being able to get a lot of way movement.
Yeah, it was a good length delivery and just pitching, swinging away actually from the right hand, then right Charles, and actually got the edge again and a comfortable catch for the wicket keeper.
Yeah, and Charles looking to hit across, looking to hit somewhere to mid wicket. So 32 for 1 as Teddy Bishop comes in, takes strike. As Williams still the long off right out. Rogers. Olive edge of the circle at mid on. And let's see. Teddy Bishop faces his fourth ball from Craig Williams. Let's see what he's up to the wicket ball. Teddy's playing it square. And a good stop by Hippolyte in the backward point. Getting his body behind it. So Bishop off the mark with 1. It's 33 for 1. Clove challengers will really be hoping to finish on a high note. They lost the last 3 games.
Yeah.
They ended on 7 points. As Williams, this time he's up to the ball to Ned, and Ned is driving, and real good delivery that leaving the right-handed batsman. And Ned was beaten outside the off some, but really, yeah, good bowling there by Williams.
Yeah, very good bowling there by Craig Williams. The ball was just short of a good length and swinging away from Ned, and Ned is trying to drive on the up, and the swing away from the bat actually beat him and easy and went to the keeper's gloves for no run.
Yeah, it's a sort of delivery that is will cause a batsman to decide whether or not he must drive or keep it straight. This one is choked really well over mid off for six. Beautiful shot, and it's all about timing here, as he got his foot to the pitch of the ball and just choked it over mid off for six.
It was a very good shot there, very good timing shot there. He wasn't looking for power, just timing, and actually went over the boundary for 6 runs. Very good shot there by Darren Ned.
Yeah, good timing by Ned. So he moves on to 30. It's 39 for one, and really continues to play good inning at the top of the order. He has scored over 200 runs. Well, right now, really over 250. If my calculation is right, would be probably 262.
Yeah, thereabout.
As Ned once again for this delivery is pushing into the offside. Again, a good delivery by Williams, just shorter in length and slower through the air. And Darren Ned just coming forward and push it on the offside. So Williams complete his spell, 2 overs, no made, 18 runs, 1 wicket. But have been a good spell. 39 for 1 after 4 overs.
Yeah, the very good spell there by Craig Williams, actually picking up the wicket of Denry Charles, and we saw a good competition between he and actually Darren Ned. But all in all, it was very good bowling there by Craig Williams.
So Teddy Bishop, we have not seen the brilliance of this young player just yet, but he's gonna face, and Hippolyte gonna pick up the attack from that southern end. Williams, Ruel Williams, pick up the attack.
Yeah.
He right medium pacer, does move the ball about. Really a skillful bowler.
Yeah, Ronald Williams is actually a very young bowler, but he's also a skillful bowler. He bowls nice medium pace, swing the ball in and away from the batsman.
Really one of the young thinking cricketers. Bishop, he's going to be bowling to Bishop. For Bishop, there's a long off right back on the boundary. There's a cover fielder on the boundary. Bishop is choking this one down to long on, and he arms a single. So takes his score on to 2, 40 for 1. So the offside field, short third man, Craig Williams. We have a backward point on the boundary in Edwards. Cover on the boundary in John Noel. As Williams, he's up to the bowl to Ned. Ned is hitting high. This goes down to cover, and let's see, the cover fielder is settling under it and takes a rather easy catch. And Darren Ned just holding out in the cover there, again looking to hit over cover.
Yeah, because actually a shorter delivery by Ronald Williams, and actually Ned was looking for the maximum, actually mistimed, and a comfortable catch there by Josh Noel and the boundary in this cover.
Again, sensible bowling there by Williams, coming in, and this one also seemed to be a slow one, and the batsman had to reach for it. And Ned, disappointingly, he's only able to hit it down to cover. And Noel coming off the boundary really just came in and take a rather easy catch.
Yeah, very easy catch here, for a very well judged catch here for Noel. That's Noel, yeah. Noel, and actually we can see, look at the replay. Ned looking to hit across the line and got a tick outside edge, actually flow straight down to deep extra cover, and a comfortable catch here for Noel.
So it's 40 for 2. We are in the 5th over. Still requiring 70 from 34 deliveries. Imran Joseph, who had a really good knock previous game, got 40 not out. As Bishop comes in to strike. As Ruel Williams in his first over comes up to bowl to Bishop. Bishop is driving, a lovely shot all along the ground. Edwards moved to his right, coming off the boundary. backward point area. Um, Good looking shot by Teddy Bishop.
Yeah, very good square cover there by Bishop. Is a ball outside of Thomas just drove it to the square leg, the backward point fielder for one run.
Imran Joseph comes in to strike. I want to expect that he will go on the attack from first ball as Williams comes in bowl to Joseph. He looking to drive, beaten outside the off stump.
Yeah, he was beaten with a swing. You know, there's been a swing there from Royal Williams and Imran Joseph looking to play a big shot and actually missed. Good bowling there by Williams again.
Yeah, we expect Imran Joseph to continue to play big shots. He's that sort of player. As he settles to face William once again up to the wicket, bowl to Joseph, and he's hitting this one which goes down to backward point. Again, not getting hold of it, and the fielder comes off the boundary Edwards. So he pick up a single in the process, but you can just see that really his intention is to go big every delivery.
Yeah, Joseph actually is actually self belief. He have a huge self belief and think that he can hit all of the balls out of the boundary, and he can see swinging, and he's not gonna go down with it without his gun blazing.
Yeah, he's that sort of player that very positive. Bishop is driving well through the covers. Again, lovely shot, and really a bit of really slow running there. Really should have been looking to get 2 runs there, but the batsman just take 1. But pleasant shot by Bishop. They played a couple drive in this over. Looked pretty good.
Yeah, Bishop actually looked good there. He played 2 beautiful cover drive. Didn't get any boundaries, but singles. And I must say, this brings the completion to a very good open over there by Ronald Williams, actually getting 1 wicket and when going for 4 singles.
So after 5 overs, it's 43 for 2. Williams bowling a good over, just going for 4, picking up 1 wicket in his first over.
Yeah.
So Imran Joseph, as we see, beautiful picture of the stadium as we look at the building.
Yeah, look at the players' pavilion, Devon Smith players' pavilion there, and we look at how beautiful it is, isn't it? Beautiful stadium, beautiful site.
Yeah, certainly the grounds look also in really good condition. Beautiful surface. So Richard Rogers, the right-arm leg spinner, comes over the wicket. He's going to be bowling to Bishop, and for this delivery, Bishop again is looking to pull a ball from outside the off stump. We would expect really an exciting over here. Something's going to give in this over. That's Rogers. Over the wicket to bowl to Bishop. Bishop is back and only able to hit it square, and they're going for really going for a quick single there, and Joseph really diving in there. That ball going straight to the fielder, and really was a bad throw. And that's Noel backward point.
Yeah, after the ball hit straight to him, and the fielder actually had no chance gone big in there. The keeper is rather disappointed because the ball went straight to Noel, and Noel actually gave a wayward throw, and actually the batsman can complete the single.
Yeah, it was that delivery that was going straight. I was going straight to the fielder, and certainly it was a chance there, Imran Joseph, but he complete the single. Just doing a bit of tidy up there as his gloves seem to come off. Score remains 44 for 2. That's Imran Joseph just getting back into his stance, and Richard Rogers is first over in this game. Joseph settles, and Rogers wants into Joseph, and this one comes off the edge and go down to a fine third man. He'll go very close to the boundary, just stopped just before it reaches the line, so the batsman come back for 2 runs. Score moves to 46 for 2, And really still requiring 64 from 27 deliveries. We are into the 6th over. Clove challenges as Joseph facing a deal from Rogers and then swing this one over long on for 6. Again, pitched up, and really he had the room that he could have swung and swung lustily, and Ali just hit this one cleanly over mid wicket for 6.
You can see the effort. He really tried to hit it as hard as he could, and he got it. It didn't matter whether it's a meet or the bat or where, but he cleared the boundary easily, and a good 6.
But this is sort of player he is. He really loves to hit the ball, and this is the sort of game that this sort of game that he would enjoy. As he prepared to face another delivery from Rogers again, and he's looking. This one goes down to long on, all along the ground, and Olive. You can see him looking, attempting a second run, which was not there. Well, he's batting with Teddy Bishop, and they play for the same parish, so they know each other very well. I think they live pretty close. Imran Joseph, there's a change. Hippolyte is now coming down to that long on area, and Olive going up to that backward point area. And Noel goes on the cover boundary. Smith long off on the boundary. As Bishop is hitting straight. Where Stephen Smith is getting close to this one, just over his head, and goes for 6. Certainly needed a taller person in that area. Smith came across and just had enough to get over the long off boundary for 6.
Yeah, good hit. Teddy Bishop swinging the arms, got it over long on, but the bowler was trying to bring it up a bit more. It was a bit too short, and give Teddy Bishop the opportunity to get under it and clear the field. And what a good 6. 51 require of 24 deliveries as you welcome back Pastor Stephen Suwam.
Good six to bring me on, right?
Yeah, that's
51 from 24.
As the welcome.
Thank you so much, Addy. So the day meandering to a close. This is the final match of the day. Challengers, Clove challengers, they're 59 for 2. They need a further 51 of 24. So Joseph is 10, Teddy Bishop is 11. Rogers are rather expensive over there, 1 for 16. And Ronell Williams, 1 for 4. He's bowled well. So all is well. I think all Devon Smith's players where he wants them. He's put himself right down on the long on boundary, as here is Williams moving in to bowl to Joseph, who to this delivery is hitting that hard down to long off, will get a comfortable single. He is moved by 1 now to 11, so both batsmen are on 11, and the total has moved on to 60 for 2. Brings Teddy Bishop into strike. Bishop, a very talented cricketer, tall, slender built, as here once more is Williams in now and bowls to Bishop. Bishop is getting a full toss that he tugs down to the deep forward square, and it's going to be cut off just inside. They will come back for the second run quite comfortably as the return comes in to Dennis Smith, the keeper. So 2 more to Bishop, who's now gone to 13, and the total has moved on to 62 for 2.
He might still be a bit disappointed in that shot because it was a full toss on the pads and he swung it around. But the fielder from backward square going to middle wicket made a pretty good stop.
Yes, but he would be, yes, I agree, disappointed. Williams once more into bowl to Bishop again, and Bishop is getting forward and sort of half cut, half slash shot out to extra cover, but can't pierce the field. He remains on 13, 62 for 2. Clove challengers. They need a further 48 of 21, so it's certainly gettable as Williams once more in and both the bishop, well, he just aborts his approach. Maybe wasn't quite comfortable with his entrance. So the required run rate is 13.71. They would need maybe a couple of boundaries just to bring that down to maybe 11 or 10 for that matter, as is Williams once more coming in to bowl to Bishop, and Bishop is getting a delivery outside the ostum that he tugs down to a wideish long on. Smith comes off the boundary, sends a return, just a one bounce to the non-striker's end, and the bowler Williams picks up, goes back in a rather workman-like manner back to his bowling mark. Bishop is 14, 12 to Joseph, as Joseph will be taking strike as Bishop looks on. Here is Williams in now and bowls, and he gets a very good delivery, Yorker-like, onto the sinking into the leg stump, and that just managed to squeeze it out down to long off and gets a single. Joseph, he's now moved on to 12, and Clove challengers, they're trying to challenge this total by Bayleaf Blasters. They're 64 for 2.
Well, Williams has been bowling a pretty good over last delivery. He has bowled now 1 for 9 in his second over.
This is the final delivery coming up. He's there now and bowls to Bishop. Bishop hits that straight, and that's a fine shot, really fine shot. It was pitched up, and he drove nicely through the line of the delivery, and that went soaring. Devon Smith there at long on could do no more than just to go and fetch it now. He does so now, and that's 6 runs to Teddy Bishop, and he is moved to 20. It's 72 for 2.
That was not one of the better deliveries. It was in the slot, and Teddy Bishop taking full advantage, swung right through it, got it off the middle of the bat, clearing the long on boundary.
Yes, he hit it so lovely. It was just nonchalant, the manner in which he hit the ball with effortless ease, and went straight. And that's the signal of good players who tend to hit the ball straight.
He has the ability, as we all know. He didn't have a pretty good season, but of course he's young. There's a lot of time for recovery and better performances.
West Indies just taking a wicket there. Seals getting his first wicket in Test cricket. South Africa now, last time I checked, was about 44 for 2. Here is 70 for 2, Clove challengers, as Darren Hippolyte is going to come into the bowling attack, and he's going to be moving in to bowl to IJ. I call him IJ, him and Joseph. Call him a lovely name, a good initial, which is rather sweet sounding. How do you like IJ?
Yeah, not bad. It's easy to call too.
That's right. So Joseph, who is on 12, will be facing up to Hippolyte. Here's Hippolyte. He's going to be bowling from around the wicket, and he's going to move in now to bowl to Joseph, who is hitting the ball down to Olive, who is feeling there. Sorry, that's Rogers down there at the long on position, and they get one more to the total. 71 now for 2, as Bishop now comes in to strike. Here is Hippolyte now. He's there and bowls to Bishop. Bishop gets one that is hit in the air. The catch might be taken. No, drops just in front of him. And really, it stayed in the air for such a long time. Devon Smith coming in from the long off area. Oh, well, I mean, he's not a youngster. He's not 20 again, so you probably don't want him to dive all over the place. They got one. Here is Hippolyte now in and bowls to Joseph. Joseph has a big swish at that one, doesn't make contact. And Smith collects behind the stumps. Dennis Smith, that was a dot ball.
He has been making some serious hits and didn't he connect in the middle. I suspect it will clear the boundary.
You're right. Hippolyte is in and bowls to Joseph. Joseph hits that one. That's what Ali Bella just talked about. It's gone, and it's gone a long way, a very long way, over the fielder at long on, who looked at it and had a big smile at the end, because he knew that, I mean, no way that he was able to pull off a catch. So Richard Rogers down that long on, just having a drink of water, and that went for 6, and in fact is a free hit. Okay, so here is Hippolyte in now on balls, and that one is going high up in the air. I think the catch is going to be taken, but I don't think it really matters. No, the catch is not taken, but they will come back for the second run. They get two. Well, it was a free hit, so whether it was taken or not, it would not have been of any changes at all, would not have affected anything. So 2 to Joseph, he's gone to 21. Bishop also is on 21. Partnership 41. As is Hippolyte in and bowls outside the awesome, and Joseph hits that down. The cat, oh, it's gone over. It's gone over his head. My gosh, and that's gone for 6. Richard Rogers right down on the boundary. That came back so hard. Now, Ali de Bellop talked about if he hits it from the middle, how hard it's going to go. And it really went very quickly across the field over the boundary line, and that was 6. He's gone to 27. Here is Hippolyte now in, and he bowls to Joseph. That one is in the air. I think that one is also going to. That's a big hit, really big. It's gone, and it would have been 6 on any ground in the world. That's another 6 there by Joseph. He moves on very quickly to 33, stealing the advantage here. 93 for 2, and well, they're closing in. I think they're just about 17 more runs to get off 12.
But not a good over at all from Hippolyte. Short, all outside the off sink and wide. He goes around the wicket and slanting the ball away from the right-hander and not bowling the right line or length and giving Joseph the opportunity to swing his arm through the ball. He did it successfully on 3 occasions.
So, well, that over was a very important over. Yielded 23, much to the chagrin of the Bayleaf Bastards, but Clove challengers, they would be very happy. They'll be gleaming and really encouraged by that wonderful batting performance there by Joseph, who is 33.
This is a very important over.
It sure is. 17 of 12. So they want to get at least 10 in this over, or 9 thereabout, but they don't want to have, let's say, 14 runs off the last one. They don't want to do that, so they can win this. Just 2 wickets that have fallen. Bishop is still there. He's on 21, so he's in. And here is going to be Richard Rogers here now, and bowls to Bishop. Bishop is off the back foot, and the ball is coming into him. He just pushed it down to Devon Smith, who's feeling down that long on, and they canter for a single. 94 for 2 brings the Enterprise in. IJ Imran Joseph into strike rather. Here once more is Rogers in and bowls to Joseph. Joseph looks a little bit ungainly. Ball was dropped short, and I must be a little bit disappointed with his effort there. The ball goes out in front of him on the offside.
Well, he's just close to him. I think that's the difference. He didn't have the leverage to swing his arm.
Here once more is Rogers in and bowls to Joseph. Joseph looking to swing that behind square, doesn't make contact. So we had 2 dot balls so far. The equation now 16 of 9. Good start here by Rogers. Here he is once more, moving in. Now is Rogers. He's going to bowl to Joseph, who to this delivery is looking to swing that down to backward square. He's gone to fine leg. They've gone for 1. Will come back for the second run quite comfortably as the return comes to the keepers, and Dubiset coming across, covering about 40 yards, but they got 2. So 14 of 8. 14 of 8. Bishop looks on as Joseph on 35. He probably not very happy with his performance in this over so far, but here is a delivery that he is hitting straight down the ground. Fine shot. Ooh, that's 6. 6 runs. Well, and it's gonna look much easier now. 8 runs required from 7 ball. It was short onto the back foot he hit, and it went very quickly over the head of the umpire, very straight like a pipeline, and that went over the boundary line for 6. It was flat, but hit hard. 100 coming up is 102 for 2. Rogers once more in now and bowls to Joseph. Joseph gets a short delivery that he tucks up to long on. Devon Smith comes off the boundary. They're going to come back for the second run. Oh no, they decided against it, but there were certainly 2 runs there, weren't there?
Well, I think initially he intended to take the strike. So he didn't look for the second run, and even though Smith fumbled with the ball, Bishop was 3/4 way down and had to return.
Well, I just kind of wondered, he wanted a strike, but, as if saying to Bishop, I don't have much confidence in you. Is that the case?
Well, I just think he is in nick right now. He has hit a couple sixes, and probably suspect that he's a better man to do it now.
Well, Ali, we've seen some strange things in cricket when you look as though you're sailing home. Ask Devon Smith and he'll tell you. And then just a series of mishaps and, bad calculation and indiscretion, you might just lose the game.
Yeah, and what it shows, as you talk about Devon Smith there, that's a team that come very close to making the semi-final and now probably could come last in the competition. Yeah, so let us see Edwards coming on to bowl the last over, his first over, and he's coming on to bowl his first over, which is the last over of the inning.
Yes. Well, look at where they put him into the spotlight. Edwards, can he do something spectacular? Here he moves in now to bowl to Joseph outside the awesome. David bangs that to the cup, extra cover for 4. Devon Smith could do nothing more than just trot after it. Ooh, lovely shot.
I will not impressed with the field placing. He has been trying to hit every ball forward of the wicket, and there are basically 4 men behind the wicket. He has not swung at any delivery so far. So really and truly, I would have put probably another player on the offside from behind the bat. Because he has been pulling and not cutting or swinging.
Yeah, 107 now. 107. As here is a delivery outside the off stump that he hits down to the position. Rogers comes off the boundary. They're not going to come back for the second. The return comes into the non-striker's end. And they get only 1. So 2 needed of 4 legitimate deliveries. 2 of 4.
So why not put some pressure on them and try to avoid the ball? The runs stay. 2 runs. Goes to where they are. It's 2 runs anyhow.
Yeah, it's spread. The field is spread quite wide.
Yeah.
So.
They just realized it.
Yeah. So, yes, but he's going to come in. He's going to be calling in his fielders. You can't give up, really, not until it's over. There's always some chance, and when you're playing this game of cricket, sport on a whole, sometimes when you think you're lost, just something turn around and you get a victory. Here is a delivery there by Edwards, pushed just behind square to short third man rather, and they get a comfortable single. So 1 more to Bishop, who's gone to 23. Joseph is 47. What a marvelous innings he's played. So the scores now level. Scores leveled at 109, and this is supposed to be the 4th delivery coming up. So this should be an easy victory here for Clove challengers. He moves in now and bowls to Joseph. Full toss, hit down to long on. The single has been taken. And now what exactly happened there? What happened there, Ali?
You see that they thought they had won, so they were just jogging through. So they thought the run was taken, but he turned for the second. Probably they thought was 1 run needed, and he turned for the second. Right, Bishop probably just decided he wasn't running.
Oh, that's interesting there.
But they didn't run.
So they didn't run, did they?
No, because Joseph is still batting.
This is crazy, isn't it? What a thing that. 109 for 2. Well. This is absolutely mysterious. Here is Edwards. Will bowl now to to Joseph. What a thing that was, Ali.
So what he's doing there, right? Push up there to stop the signal.
There he is now in and bowls, and the ball is hit down to mid-off. They go to for the single. The single is taken. They come home. So Clove challengers, they have won this game 110 for 2, 110 for 2. Although there was a little bit of comedy coming to the end there. That delivery was hit by Joseph down to the mid-off position. The single was taken. So they've won this game. They've won this game with just a one ball to spare, but they've won it by 8 wickets.
And show how you have to be consistent in this cricket, because Blasters, who had an opportunity of going into the semi-final, threw it away when they needed some 5 runs of 13 deliveries and couldn't get home, and now they have found themselves in the seller position in the competition. As the players leave, they do the usual greeting and shaking of hands, congratulating the winning team. And the umpires, who we didn't speak much of, but did an excellent performance throughout the series.
So the Clove Challengers, they've won this game. They've won this game by 8 wickets. And let me just quickly give you the details of the innings. 110 Clove Challengers, 110 for 2. Teddy Bishop not out on 23. Joseph not out. Imran Joseph not out on 48. A partnership of 70 that brought them home. And they got there at a run rate of 11.19. Now, Denroy Charles was caught Dennis Smith of the bowling of Williams for 7. Darren Ned, he was caught Noel of the bowling of Ronald Williams. He went for 30. 15 balls, 4 fours and 2 sixes. Teddy Bishop played a rather steady innings. 23 of 14 and had 2 sixes in the process. Imran Joseph was not out. 48, a marvelous innings of 48. And 22 balls for those 48 runs. Extras were 2, so there was some measure of discipline there. Just a 1 wide and 1 no ball. In the bowling department, well, Amical Dubiset had none for 21 of 2. Craig Williams, 1 for 18 of 2. Ronell Williams, 1 for 15 of 2. Richard Rogers, rather expensive, none for 26 of 2. Darren Hippolyte went for 23 of his 1. And Shakimi Edwards bowling the final over and picked up none for 7 of 5 deliveries. So with Teddy Bishop and Joseph, Imran Joseph bringing Clove Challengers home, scoring 110 for 2 in their time at the crease, Bayleaf bowlers would feel that they could have done a better job. So Clove Challengers have won, and let me just give you concerning, of course, tomorrow there is a 3rd place playoff tomorrow. God's willing, Saffron Strikers will come up against Ginger Generals. That's going to be the first match. It's going to be on hand here, God's willing, tomorrow at 9:30. That promises to be a good match, won't it be, Ali?
Yeah. 2 teams that look most at some time that they will be the 2 teams playing the final.
Yes, and then of course you've got Nutmeg Warriors against Cinnamon Pacers. So that's going to be at midday tomorrow. It's going to be a classic. But in order for us to see that match, then the 3rd place playoff, Saffron Strikers would come up against Ginger Generals. Well, it was an absolute joy here to bring you the broadcast. Clove Challengers, they won, defeated Bayleaf Blasters, and they did so. A narrow match, I must admit, rather challenging, rather interesting game, but they've won by 8 wickets, and we'll be on hand, if the Lord spares life, tomorrow to bring you, of course, the broadcast. The first match, Saffron Strikers against Ginger General, and then later on at midday, Nutmeg Warriors will be coming up against Cinnamon Pacers. It was an absolute joy, pleasure, privilege to bring you the broadcast here on behalf of the rest of the commentary team, and of course all our technical personalities. Stephen Sunwom here, bidding you to have a good rest of the day, rest of the evening, or rest of the night, regarding what part of the globe you might be.